Are we working? I think so. All right. Welcome to Christ Center Gamers' latest game stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So, a few things about this stream. For one, I'm excited to check it out. I know it's the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator, and new peripherals and things of that nature are coming out with support for it, which is actually why we got it. It's actually currently on its first sale ever. It's never gone on sale till today, till this weekend. So, spring sale is the first time the Microsoft Flight Simulator has been on sale. So, at Christ Center Gamer, we got sent this controller. This is the Honeycomb Echo Aviation controller. We got sent this to review, and it has built-in profiles for Flight Simulator 2024. So, I thought it was appropriate to buy the game since it was on sale, and so that we can test out this controller and give it its best foot forward, or if you will. So yeah, this is a really neat controller, I gotta say. So check this out. First of all, it's got, instead of your ABXY over here, it's got 4 buttons there. It's got a hat, which is kind of like a D-pad. And then it's got this control stick here. Sorry, I'm looking at myself on that screen so I can tell you what I'm describing, so I'm not looking at you. Sorry, I gotta look at something. So it's got an analog stick here. 4 sliders, right? For various throttles and stuff such like that. 4 bumpers on top. 3 toggle switches. This is a push-pull, this is a lever, and this one is an instantaneous toggle. So 2 single position at a time, and 1 that's a toggle. And then on the rear, this is the coolest thing. It's got rudders. So this is an amazing control. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot the trim wheel right here. So as I play this tonight, I'm going to be probably configuring this controller as I go. It has a default profile, but it's definitely not a complete profile. It's not built in. I had to install it through the interface and then configure it. But it's, even after doing so, it was missing some of really important buttons. So I had to add like several just to get it flying. But there. Oh, hey, machines! Thanks for joining. So yeah, so it was missing key important controls, and it still is. Honestly, I need to configure. Like, I need to configure this for brake, which I haven't done yet, and I should just do it. Yeah, this is a really amazing controller. I've never seen anything like this before, and it might be the only one of its kind in the world, honestly. This one, like I said, is the Honeycomb Echo Aviation controller, designed, well, primarily for flight sims. Actually, really only for flight sims. I mean, I'm trying to think. There aren't too many other games where you could use sliders of this nature. Maybe Space Combat, maybe, because it does have buttons on the top, so you could use them as action buttons. So maybe that's possible. It does have 1 joystick. It doesn't have 2 sticks, though. Oh, but it does have a rudder. So yeah, you could probably do Space Combat as well. That could be pretty cool. I'll have to try that. Hey, Bam, thanks for joining. So yeah, this is one heck of a controller. The Echo Aviation controller. There's really nothing like it. It's wireless. It's got a Type-C connector on the top if you want to use it wired. Like I said, 3 toggles, and 4 triggers, or bumpers, I should say. The 4 sliders, all these buttons here, and the incredibly awesome rudders. So yeah, there's really nothing like this controller. It is not X input. It is direct input, which makes sense, or USB HID. I believe the retail price on this is $149. Yeah, $149.99. So it's not a cheap controller, but there's literally nothing like it. So it makes sense. They would charge a premium, because it's a premium controller in a lot of ways. I don't think it has gyro or rumble or anything of that nature. It also has a menu cluster at the top. I forgot to mention that. So it's got your Xbox equivalent button and 3 others. So yeah, pretty awesome. So, oh, there's also, these sliders have buttons that click on the bottom. So when you go all the way down, they click. So just so you know. I'm not sure, like, should the throttle be backwards for like, I'm thinking, like, forward is fast, right? And back is slow, and then down would be engine cut or something like that. But I don't know for sure. So I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to be flying with this tonight, with this controller. I don't know if let's see, can I go to Essential? A whole bunch of stuff is not assigned. I can assign it. I may have to, like, I had to add rudder axis. It wasn't mapped out of the box. I don't know why. Oh, trim axis. Here we go. Well, that's a trim button then, I guess. So I'll have to delete that. Unbind. Trim down. I think no, down is forward, right? And up is down on trim, I think. So now I've added those buttons, right here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to trigger brakes. Toggle landing gear. For landing gear, let's try making it this one. And then for brakes, let's try making it this one. I probably should do the opposite, actually. But I don't know if it works. I couldn't get it to work earlier. I had to use a keyboard key. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't really entirely understand. We could do a toggle view. Let's see. Oh, it's already configured to something. So I'll have to play with that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. So yeah, so this is there's a lot to flight simulators, as you probably know. So if you guys have a specific plane you want me to pick, give me a holler. Otherwise, I'm going to stick with this jet because flight simulation is kind of boring if you're not going very fast. So go ahead and ping me or go ahead and yell if there's a plane you really want me to check out. But I wanted to get something that moves. You pull back to increase speed? Okay. All right. Then I'll set that. All right. Airplane throttle. You pull back to increase speed. All right. Thanks for checking, because I'm not sure. I wasn't sure how that worked. So, essential. Where's the throttle axis? Actually, I think I did search for throttle. Throttle all. All right, so we'll change this from inverted, and then I'm going to also use propeller axis. Change to inverted. Okay, so pull back to go fast. All right. All right, well, now I know. Thank you for checking for me. This is why I have you guys. Thank you. So that's cool. I'm not sure what the detent on this throttle should do then when it goes down and then clicks. I don't know what that click should do. Maybe that's afterburner. Let's look for afterburner. Afterburner. Toggle afterburner. Here we go. No, no. Won't do that again. There we go. Now it's got an afterburner button. There we go. All right. Cool. So that will thank you for that. That makes more sense now. All right. So I guess we'll do a free flight. There's a lot of features in the new flight simulator. I have no idea why Stranger Things is mentioned in here. I really get for free Stranger Things. Okay. Flight training, that could be useful. Rally race. Oh, that's kind of neat. Low altitude. Oh, you were backwards. Oh. Well, that's a bummer. All right, then I gotta fix it. Okay. I will fix it then. We'll go back. See, I trusted you. That's what I get for trusting you. Throttle. All right. Throttle axis. Whoops. We'll do that again. Okay. Slider. Now we'll invert it again. We'll go ahead and invert this. And then I'm going to go for afterburner. And give that a different button. Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We will make afterburner, I guess, the trigger. Sure, we'll do that. All right. Okay. Oops, I don't want to quit. So let's go ahead and do a free flight. I have this airplane. It's a jet. I don't know how fast it is, but I figured it, it's something decent. Let's pick O'Hare, because O'Hare, I ended up buying the premium version, and O'Hare is it's one of the handcrafted airports, so it should look really neat. Oh, I don't want it nighttime. You can't see anything at night. I should fix that. Let me make it... Yeah, that's what, 1054? Sure. There we go. Okay, here we go.
O'Hare Tower. Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Ready for departing straight out at runway 10 left.
Golf
Okay.
Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Altimeter 29901 straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 left.
Cool.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10 left. Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Okay. Okay, so the engine is up. Parking brake. I may have the wrong trigger for parking brake. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working, so I'll just hit the keyboard keys for it. Oh. Oh! So my brake button did work, but it wasn't the parking brake. Oh, I have to straighten it out with the rudder. That's right. There we go. We're flying. Man, that rudder sure is interesting. See, I'm using the rudder. There we go. Cool. I'm in the air. I was gonna change the view, but I forgot how to do that. Naturally, because I'm a dummy. So I'm gonna use the keyboard. Check that out, huh? I'm flying! Retract flaps. Press V. I don't think I have a keyboard or a controller, but I need to do that. There we go. Cool. I should set the trim so that I can aim up. There we go. See, now I use the trim wheel to make it so I'm flying up, right? Turn down my volume, I'm yelling. There we go. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to go back into my cockpit here. So so I should probably turn slightly. I don't know if I have anywhere I want to go. It's pretty. I didn't think 2024 was going to be a big upgrade over 2020. But, you know, it might just be.
Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
It might just be. Oh yeah, frequency change Q. Yeah. I don't know why it says engine 95% and doesn't say 100. I don't know why. Is there an afterburner on this one? No. It doesn't appear to be. Okay. So this is a slow jet rather than a fast jet. But that's okay.
Chicago approach. Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is type 1 miles north of India Lima 79er. 6100. Request flight following.
Let's see how downtown looks.
Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Chicago approach. Squawk 661 tree.
I want to see what it looks like in this
Squawk
game.
661 tree. Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Alpha Foxtrot
It's
Mike.
funny they show Meigs Field, but it's been shut down a long time ago.
79er. 6400. Altimeter 2.
Mayor Daley took
Roger. Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
bulldozers to it. That was special.
Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Traffic is 8 o'clock. 3 miles at 2900. Boeing 717. Report them in sight.
So it's funny. I tried to download
Boeing 717.
the all the resources for this game,
Alpha Foxtrot Mike contact
and
approach on 118.1.
I went to install them,
Day.
and it said not enough space. Like, okay, pointing to a different drive. I went to do that, and it seemed to save the setting, and then it wouldn't let me install this. So I don't know what the deal is. So it's probably streaming the resources in over the internet instead of the 400 gig download. I don't know. It seems like there's some quirky behavior, but with Microsoft Flight Simulator. But yeah, this looks really good. This looks really, really good. So the question is,
VOGLR.
oh, the antennas on the Hancock don't look right. Let's see how the Sears Tower looks. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Yeah, they look a little goofy.
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. ILS runway
Can I hit it?
approach via VOGLR transition. Clear to VOGLR, Lindbergh for 180.
Oh, I missed. Oh, that's no fun.
Lindbergh.
Crashed.
180.
You guys got to see me crash. Well, I guess that's expected after all. There's a reason I'm not a professional pilot, other than not having the money for it. Maybe I'll take an even faster plane this time.
O'Hare Tower. Golf Bravo Alpha.
Okay, let me hit escape. Come on.
Runway 10 left. Departing
All right.
straight
I guess if I want to switch planes, I have to end the flight. Oh, that's too bad. All right, so let me go and pick the classic. They have an F-18 Hornet, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then I guess we'll start from here as well. Make it daytime. Interesting. All right. Oh, runway. I gotta pick a runway. So let me go wait, crash again. Yeah, cute. Don't worry, I probably will. Crashing is kind of what I'm good at these days. Okay. Now the question is, does it do properly? Oh, you know what? This has multiple sliders. I should configure them for different engines. Does it make both of them glow or not? That's the question I have is, does it do one or both when I slide this forward? So it doesn't appear to be configured for this airplane. So let's go ahead and make some changes. Settings, controls, apply the airplane controls to my new airplane profile. Okay. And then we should do throttle. Okay, that's the throttle axis. But we also have two different throttles. So I can do throttle 1 and throttle 2 because there are two different engines. So we'll have to see what happens if I use two different throttles. So like maybe we'll try the middle two for the two engines and then the one on the right for both. So let's try this. Throttle 1 axis. We'll make it the second slider. And then throttle 2 axis will make the third slider. There we go. So I'll get this one out of the way, these two out of the way, and see what happens. All right, save exit, resume. All right, so, oh, they're backwards. I gotta invert the axes, yeah. So let me go ahead and do that. Settings, controls, auto again. I forgot to change these to be inverted. Invert, escape, and then throttle 2 axis. Invert, escape. There we go. All right, resume. Okay, so now I should be able to do them together. There we go. And this one just does them both together. So, but if I use these, I override. Okay, cool. So that's neat. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, off in the air I go. Okay, into the air I go.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Or I press the V key for flaps because I don't know. I didn't set it to a button. I should set it to a button. Maybe one of the triggers or bumpers. I don't know. But I should set it to a button. You know what? Let's do that. Let's set the flaps. Settings, controls, Echo Aviation Controller. Let's do flaps. Flaps. Oh, there's an axis for flaps? I guess I can do that with this. All right, cool. I guess I set that to flaps now. All right. So now let me go to the other view and see what the flaps do. They don't do anything. I don't see anything. Alright. Oh well.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Frequency change.
This thing is so fast.
Chicago Center. Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Boeing. 2 miles southwest of Indian Lima 79er. 11,200. Request flight following.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Chicago Center. Squawk tree 014.
Squawk tree 014. Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
Boeing X-ray Golf
Alright, this is fun to fly.
Contact 2 miles
I'm
southwest
flying.
India, Lima
Does the afterburner work?
8300. Altimeter 2992.
Roger.
I think it does.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra contact. Chicago approach on 118.4. Good day.
11.
I missed.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
Trying to see what happens if I hit the Sears Tower. I'm from Chicago. I'm calling it the Sears Tower till I die. Flaps. I thought I set a button to that. Okay. Man, I got high all of a sudden. I'm far away, too. Man, these fighter jets sure are something else.
United 1511 contact.
What are you aiming to? Oh yeah, Sears Tower. I'm sure that's what it is. Alright. I'm gonna try to be a terrorist. There it is. Come on. What happens? There it is. And I hit the building. And I fell. Okay. I'm flipping. I've caused an international incident. I will be on the Channel 5 News.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Boeing.
Oh, that's got so much power I might be able to get off the ground. That'd be funny. Those roads are a little bit in bad shape. Kind of like the real thing.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Chicago approach. Squawk 42.
Man, I'm stuck. Yeah, well, I gotta restart the flight. Sorry, guys. But now I know that when you crash into the Sears Tower, it behaves badly. You just kind of bounce like a rubber ball.
O'Hare Tower. Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra ready at runway 1.
Okay, so now I know.
Departing straight out.
Oh, that's what the afterburner does. Interesting. Huh. Now, will it retract? No. There we go. So the controller button I set to the retract didn't work right. And I'm flying. Pun intended. It is very cool to do it from
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra. Please acknowledge.
from the rear view, even though it's very unrealistic. This is far more realistic. I want to see how good the maps are. Because it looks like they're streaming from the internet, right? This is an F-18, not an F-14. The flight simulator rights to the F-14 are in X-Plane. So, F-18 is Microsoft. Every flight sim has their special jet.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type Boeing. 2 miles southeast of 2 Tree Lima.
So that's Schaumburg, huh?
Request flight following.
Huh.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra approach. Clock 2.
It seems pretty realistic.
Squawk 2441.
It's hard to tell from the sky if it's somewhere you recognize.
3 miles west of 06 Charlie.
It's the map. Where's my map? Oh, Archer Direct, my flaps.
Roger. Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, sorry about Twitch. That's a bummer.
Decimal 25. Good day.
How do I pull up the map?
120.25.
Yes.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
I don't know how to pull up the GPS. Interesting. So if I go to settings, controls, actually, would it be under camera? Right. Instruments view mode. Toggle. Okay. Controls. Keyboard. Let me do map or GPS. How about that? Huh. Map. Display map. All right. M. Maybe I'll just do it on the input on the controller, I guess. Display map. What do we want to make the display the map? It's probably gonna have something. Okay, that was weird. Controller. That's weird. What does that mean? All right, I'm just surprised there's no button for this. All right. Okay.
Approach. Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. 2200.
It didn't do anything.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray
That's
Golf
weird. I
Sierra
know
approach, altimeter 2901.
Flight Simulator 2020 has I can display the GPS map. I just don't remember the button. I just cut the engines, didn't I? There we go. That's F2. Huh. Okay, F3 does something similar. F4. Okay, all these function keys on the keyboard. Oh, I just displayed. Okay. I don't know how to. Oh, screenshot. Yeah. So, okay. Apparently, it doesn't take long before you are. Oh, we're going west. That's why. Let's go north. If you go west of the city, you are gonna hit cornfields pretty fast. I'm just trying to figure out like
Good day.
how accurate the new simulator is with regards to the map, because I know they spent a lot of time streaming the maps for the United States and a lot of the world, and I'm curious how accurate these things are.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra contact approach on 120.25.
Reed Airport, I don't know where that is.
120.25.
Landings? Trying to see what all these airports are. I don't know why I can't pull up the map. I'd really like to pull up the map. Lake in the Hills, huh? Okay. Kind of know where that is. Phyllis Field. Huh. Very interesting.
Southwest 21902 is passing 14,100 climbing flight, level 360.
Southwest 21902, Chicago Center, altimeter 2990. Radar contact continued.
Woodstock. Oh, interesting. So if I go east from Woodstock, I should get closer to where I live. But it's always interesting to try that because you don't know what you're going to run into. Oh, F-18's full in the new Top Gun movie. Oh, you're right. You're right. It is. Well, they had the F-14 as well because Top Gun. Campbell Airport. I know where that is. I used to live over there. Rockenbach. Yeah, this is where my old neighborhood was. So let's see what it looks like. Let's see how similar Campbell looks to the actual area of Gray's Lake. I'm going east. Okay. You know, this ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. Huh. I'm not sure how accurate it actually is, but this Campbell's right there. Well, yeah, there are a bunch of small houses here. That is true. Huh. Very interesting. What is that? Very interesting.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Chicago Center, altimeter 229.
It's pretty. It seems the
Contact continue.
Those are the Fox Lake. That's like Fox Lake right there.
Contact approach on 120.25. Good day.
I think. Doesn't it look like Fox Lake? Let me know what you think, Bam Bam. You know what I'm talking about. Galt, that's where I live. It's close to where I live. So yeah, this is very interesting. It seems pretty accurate.
Climb and maintain flight level 370. American 248.
This might be Route 12 right here. Might be. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Pretty cool. Airspeed is Mach 1.4. Nice. 1.04. I'm disturbing the neighbors. This is pretty close to where I live. It's got to be. That's pretty cool. Huh. Well, that's neat. Yeah, I bet. What's this? Pillow Hill? Richardson Field. There it is. I don't know that this is accurate terrain because Spring Grove does not allow that many houses close to each other. Well, yeah, that's Richardson Field. There's the farm. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. Lake Geneva. Nice. And then there's... I'm not sure which lake that is. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, very nice. It's neat. This is really neat. Can I do a loop? Very good question. Let's give it a shot. Got to slow down. Almost. Yep. I did a loop. There it is. I did your loop. Whoa! I don't think my plane likes it though. There we go. I made it. I did a loop. Yeah, an F-18 can do a loop, for sure. Is there anywhere you want me to go? Let's see if I can go through the clouds. Let's see what clouds look like in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, this is pretty. Alright, let's hit a cloud. Let's aim for a cloud.
Chicago Center, Boeing Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, 15,400.
Oh, wow, look at that.
X-ray Golf Sierra, Chicago Center, altimeter 29901, radar contact continue.
Look at that. Right through the clouds.
X-ray Golf Sierra contact Chicago Center, 11 tree, good day.
Well, let's see how high I can take this thing. So, incorrect altitude, high altitude altimeter, what? I don't know what that means. Huh. I pushed the button. I don't know what that means. So let's see how high up I am. Oh, my engine's slowly weakening. That makes sense, I guess, as you go up higher. Where's my elevation? Wait, why am I spinning? What? My plane's upside down. Apparently the plane gets squirrely at 40,000 feet up, huh? Alright, let's see how high I can get it. Trying to go up, not down. I'm down half the fuel tank. It's funny. Man, it really doesn't like me, does it? Whoa, it really wants to go down. Come on, I want to go up.
X-ray Golf Sierra contact approach on 1 tree, 5.875. Good day. 5.875. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, reversing direction.
Niner contact Chicago Center on 1 tree, decimal tree. Good day. One tree, decimal tree for exit.
I don't know why it's not letting me go up.
American Tree 099er, Chicago Center. Radar contact continue.
Huh. Man. There we go. Maybe I should adjust my trim. There. That's smooth. There we go. I don't want to go upside down though. Whoa! And I'm upside down again. And I'm crashing. Avoiding crashing in a fighter plane is difficult. Or it's much easier than a regular plane, but it's still tricky. I'm over Wisconsin now, it looks like. There we go. That's a nice, comfortable ascent. Let's see how long this will last. I am running DLSS to make sure my frame rate is okay. I do have a 5080, so I should have a... And I'm running at a 5K resolution, so it does need DLSS. I just want to see how high up I can get this plane. Fighter jets are known to be able to go pretty high up, so... Alright, it's flying smoothly. I'm slowly inching up the trim, so I go a little bit faster up. I'm going Mach 1.2, nice. 1.12. Does the game look as good on your monitor as it does on YouTube? You'll have to tell me. I don't know what that means. I think it looks pretty good. YouTube looks pretty good, I hope. I'm not watching it. I'm watching on my OBS, and it looks good. So... I do see occasional, like, texture shimmering and stuff like that, the DLSS, and occasional little zigzag as DLSS does its thing. But overall, it looks quite nice. I'm using the trim to keep climbing. Now I'm up to almost 30,000 feet, which I think is as high as I've gotten before. There we go. So at this height, I gotta keep ratcheting up the trim to be able to go up. It seems like smooth motions are your best bet to avoid crashes. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. So now I'm still going up, 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 up. No, it stutters. Yeah, I mean, YouTube is what it is. So yeah, I love this trim control right here, because it allows me to just inch up the nose without going crazy. 1.29 Mach, nice. I'm assuming that's what it means, M1.129. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Exigent 69er, 9er contact, Chicago approach, 1124.7. Good day.
Well, yeah, this controller is so much better than a regular gamepad, because it's obviously specially designed.
Going to 124.7. Exigent 6.
Gives me instant controls. I should be over Lake Michigan. Yes, that's right. Yep, that's right. I'm probably closer to Kenosha, maybe even past that, than I am to Chicago. Probably over Wisconsin waters, based on the map. And I'm keep playing with the trim, which lets me go up gently without messing up my steering, because I have the plane level, and I'm trying to gain elevation without causing a wipeout.
X-ray Golf, Sierra
So that's pretty cool.
Chicago Center, 1127.55. Good day.
Whoop! I touched the test stick and it just ever so slightly and it moved. All right, almost 40,000 feet, which is, I think, pretty great.
X-ray Golf, Sierra, Chicago Center, radar contact continue.
Yeah, I could get some cheese curds, eh? Don't you know? Though we're gonna get into, you know, Michigan soon. I don't know what they have there, so other than snow.
Boeing Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Chicago Center.
What are the specialties in Michigan? Do you know? Anybody?
Brickyard Tree 450. Climb and maintain flight level Tree 50.
Climb and maintain flight level 350. Brickyard tree 450.
Oh, yep, we're getting close. You can start seeing the Michigan side of the ground already. Yeah, because we're way up in the air, but that's what it looks like from inside the cockpit. You don't see much, but you can see ground a little bit over on the left, a little bit over on the right. You do see some DLSS shimmering in the clouds, just a little bit on the left side, but it does look pretty good. Looks pretty nice. And I am still gaining elevation. 45,000 feet. Look at it go. Oh, yep. Oh, look at that. My trim is even up to 49%, which is really high, but it's still working.
Order 6 tree contact Chicago Center.
So I'm going up more at an angle,
155. Good
probably
day.
like that. Whoop! It's starting to bow the nose. I don't know what that altimeter means, but yeah, Mackinac Island fudge. That's true. You ever been there? I haven't. 60,000. There we go. Now we're talking. I want to start seeing them. Oh, they can see the moon up there. I don't know if you can see it on your screen. There's a tiny sliver of the moon way up there. And we are not quite over Michigan, but oh, the trim is really fighting against me. I think we're getting close to the plane's limit. I can no longer go up any higher. I can no longer go any higher up than about 62,000 feet. It's fighting against me now. Alright, so be it. I might as well make the best of this then. Let's go fast. Oh, I don't want to crash. I definitely don't want to crash. So, alright. If we're gonna go fast, we're gonna do this fun. So the cool thing about being way up in the air is when you come down, you can go real quick as you come down. So let's have some fun. Let's dive and see how fast we can get.
Contact approach on 133.825.
Yeah, baby! Look at that speed. Okay, that's too straight down. I'm heading straight for the water. I don't want that. Look at it go.
United 188 flight level 250.
We're heading towards Grand Rapids.
United 188 Chicago Center. Radar contact continue.
Tulip City. We're heading towards the north, towards the Yoopers.
Chicago Center. Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
Going Mach 1.27, I think.
Boeing
Maybe.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra.
Going pretty quick,
Chicago
though.
Center. Altimeter 29996. Radar contact. Continue.
Grand Haven Memorial. Oh, look at me! I made a character earlier. They make you make characters with body types now. It's kind of lame. But I need to set the trim to be correct. I don't want to go down anymore. There we go. That should be safe. Yeah, look at that. I'm flying a fighter plane. Was that... What was that sound? Was that the sound barrier? I don't know what that sound was. That would be interesting if they simulated breaking the sound barrier. That would be interesting. Muskegon County.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra contact approach on 133.825. Good day.
Twin Lake, Michigan. I'll adjust my trim so I'm not dropping so much.
Chicago Center. Lindbergh 458 train is at 16,800 climbing flight level 180.
Some thick clouds.
58 tree. Chicago Center.
Midget.
Altimeter 29996. Radar contact. Continue.
This trim wheel is the best. I love it. It is so great. Along with these throttles, where I can individually cut motors. See, look at that. I just cut one of the motors. Yeah, see, one engine's only 33%. The other one's 100%. And now I got it maxed out. And now I got them tied to each other. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. Huh. There's a master throttle and then individual ones. And then it turns off afterburner. It turns it on. So interesting. No, I just came out through a nasty storm cloud. Well, that's kind of cool.
Chicago Center. Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. 7800.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf
I'm getting
Sierra,
lower.
Chicago Center. Altimeter 29996. Radar contact. Continue. Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra contact Minneapolis Center on 120.85.
See little like raindrops on the lake and on the plane too. They're not obvious, but you can see little splashes like on top. Interesting.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Minneapolis Center. Altimeter 29996. Radar contact. Continue.
Through the clouds. Am I slowing down? What is he complaining about? Seems to be working okay. Oh, I can look around the plane, by the way. You can push buttons. It won't let me shoot. Trim, okay. Sensor control, inoperable weapon buttons, unfortunately. That's the audio pilot, okay. Bingo level. Man, there's so many. Jettison? Oh, well, let me do that. Canopy jettison. I wonder what that does. Huh. Landing gear up. Flaps lever. Okay, so was that... Okay. So that was the flaps lever. Okay. Launch bar. Ground power. Interesting. Alright, now what am I doing? I have no idea. Okay, I'm doing good. Losing a little altitude, but nothing serious. I can adjust the trim to fix this. But I'm on the clouds, which is kind of cool. Above the clouds. Anyway. Let's explore the cockpit some more, but as soon as I get level off. Alright, we're gaining altitude again. Just fine. I just probably want to slow down the rate. Put it in this range. There we go. This is good. Alright, now let's take a look at the cockpit again. Alright, altitude, climb. HT selector. Alt selector. HUD brightness. Huh, okay. Brightness. Huh. Contrast. Funny. Huh. What's that? Oh. There's like a recording, video recording feature? What is that? Oh, there's something up here. Oh. Huh. I don't know what these do. Oh.
Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra contact Minneapolis Center on 132.9er. Good day.
Electronic fight bag. Okay.
132.9er for Boeing X-ray Golf Sierra.
Huh.
Minneapolis Center.
Oh, there we go.
X-ray Golf
That's what I was looking for earlier.
Center.
Flight level
Radar contact. Continue.
Huh. Oh, this is how you can adjust input in game while flying. Okay. I gotta adjust my trim again. Okay. Oh, I'm flying through the clouds. Okay. Alright, we got all kinds of features here. This is cool. And then, I don't know what this cloud button does. Oh, the weather. Oh, okay. Alright. And then, communications. Oh, yeah. Copilot. Okay, I would say it's Microsoft Copilot, but that's probably not what it means. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then, what's that do? No idea. Okay.
X-ray Golf Sierra.
FCR?
Traffic in sight.
Huh. Okay. Is that how you pause? I just paused it, right? I don't know what that does. Huh. Well, that's pretty cool. So now I can have this nav up at least. And you can pop it out. Yep, it's its own window. It becomes a separate window when you do that. Oh no, it turns into you don't see the game. That's funny. The game, the pop-out window OBS ended up stealing that instead. That's interesting. All right, well that's pretty cool. Whoa, hello. We're almost to UPA. Here, I'll bring this to the side of the screen so you can see it. So that's the navigation thing. Oh, I got up to 40,000 feet after a while. It goes to 60,000 feet, it wants to crash. I'm trying to get to the UP just for you, Mr. Bam Bam. Almost there, but not quite. These clouds sure are pretty. I think this was the actual weather today, earlier this today, because I wanted to see it with the sun out. I think this was today's weather, which is pretty wild. Do a barrel roll. The rudder pedals are weird. Well, I better not go that low. Low clouds today. Be able to break the sound barrier if I haven't already. Oh, I wonder what those islands are called. Anybody know? Do we have anybody still on here that can tell me what those islands are called? That's not Mackinac Island, I don't think. And are those part of Wisconsin? Are they part of Michigan? I don't know. North and South Manitou Island. Thank you. I'm guessing they're part of Michigan then. Must be difficult to get to. I don't see any airport registration. Maybe only by ferry, huh? I don't see anywhere to land.
X-ray Golf Sierra, contact Minneapolis Center on
Yeah.
184.6. Good day.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Minneapolis Center, Boeing Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, 3500.
Boeing Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
UP should be right ahead of us
Altimeter 299
in the distance. Will this let me adjust the zoom? Yes. Okay, so let's see. That's the UP right there. So we're not too far from it. That's all Wisconsin. And I think over here... Whoa! I was not paying attention. I crashed into the water. I didn't even catch that myself. You guys have better view than I did. I was looking at the map. I didn't realize I was in the water. I would be dead right now if this was real. I would just bounce, bounce, bounce. That's so funny. I would be a casualty. A statistic. Rudder pedals are weird. They just angle you in a direction, but they don't change your... They don't change your direction. They just kind of angle you a little bit. It's interesting. We're trying to head closer to the direction of where the UP starts, and using the rudder pedals to do it. It is working. Just a very gentle turn. This is so cool, having these rudder pedals in the back. Alright. I'm trying to get there as quick as I can. I don't know what'll be faster. High elevation or low, I don't know. If I was a real pilot, I would know the answer. But I'm not. So, I don't know the answer. We're almost there, that's all I know. Then we can say we've been to the UPA. Then I'll probably call it a night. Let's see what we got. I don't know. That sounds cool. As the engines engage. Left is Beaver Island, huh? Let's check it out. Through the rain clouds I go. Man, it must be foggy. There's like nothing. And I bounced again. I bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. They are low clouds. Wow, look at that fog. That's Beaver Island over here, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Alright. I'm less than 1,000 feet. That's not good. Okay. I'm almost to the UP, though. Whoa, I'm crashing. Why? Bouncy again. That's not good. I need to get off the water. I'm hitting the ground, hitting the water, folks. I might not make it to the UP after all. I'm not starting this over. This is the fastest boat I've ever seen. I may be sorry out of luck. I may be sorry out of luck, folks. Man, I can't recover from this. That is one dead pilot. That is one dead pilot. Well, folks, I know, and I'm getting so close. But I'm sad that I messed up so soon. But the clouds were so low. I tried to see the water. It's snowing. It's snowing. But I can't do anything to flip over at this point. I think I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I don't think. Let me see if there's anything the game lets me do. No. That just pauses flight. Oh, my, oh, because, okay. Gosh, this is so silly. I need to flip over! Trying to cause, like, disturbance. Just mess up the simulator. Man, what can I do with this? Oh, well. So close. Wonder if it'll let me go down? I already am down. We're only going about 80 miles per hour right now. So it's going to take a while. Putting your nose down like you're diving. Yeah. It's not letting me do that. Here, let me show my view. See if I do the flaps either way, it doesn't. Like, if I push forward, if I push backwards, if I pull up or down, like here. If I pull up or down, it doesn't seem to do anything. The plane is upside down. The pilot is dead. I'm heading towards the shore, but I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I don't know of a way to reset position.
Roll left, roll right.
That's kind of crazy.
Roll left, roll right.
That was interesting. I'm going to do a quick Google while this is going. Is there a way? Press Y to enter slew mode. Okay. Okay. Slew mode, and press F4 to raise altitude. Numpad keys. I don't have numpad on this keyboard. Okay, all right, let's check some configurations. Settings, input, controls, keyboard, slew mode. Toggle slew mode, Shift Z. All right, that's what we're gonna do. All right, resume. Shift Z. Ah! There we go. We're fixed. It's not a game bug, it's a me bug. Come on, let me take off. Go pretty fast considering I'm on the water. Come on! Up! Yay! Restored! Recovered! We made it! We're back in action. We are back in action. Learned a thing or two about this today. Now I'm going to head back to the actual Yoop. And these clouds are so low. I had to Google the answer. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Almost to the UP. Man, the weather's bad up here. Mackinac, there it is. Let's see if I try landing. Wouldn't that be funny? I am. That's what you asked me to do. Go to Mackinac. Or we can go to UP. I don't care. Whatever. St. Ignace. That doesn't look like an airstrip. Oh, that's an airstrip. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn around and land. I have to do a fly around. Let's see if I have the skills to land this. Whoa, that's not good! That's not good! Okay, let's try that again. I have to get off the ground to land. There we go. Where's the approach? Okay, that's it. So... no! It doesn't like it when I completely cut the engines. There we go. It don't like that very much. We have to raise it up higher. Trying to approach the runway here. But I am too good at crashing. Ugh! My skills do not exist at the moment. Whoa! Not good! Not good! Not good! Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not good. And again, I need more elevation so that I can actually, like, get some speed. That's the runway I want. Ah! My nose was straight to the ground. Oh, well. Oh, I'm upside down. Cool. Okay, flip over. Okay, that's better. Get engines. Oh, not quite enough speed. Oh, goodness gracious. I would like to land, but I don't know if I got it in me tonight. I've done it before in flight simulators. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with it. Alright, slow down. Not that low. Oh, landing gear. Oh my gosh, why? I can't do it. Oh my goodness. I'm just having a bad day. Whoa. There we go. It doesn't like this blizzard. This is one heck of a blizzard. I mean, it is in Michigan. That's what Michigan does. But, wow. It does not like this weather. Oh, well. Well. This is a serious snowstorm. It's messing me up. Maybe I'll go to Mackinac Island after all. The UP is already crashed into it like a bazillion times. No, don't crash! I want to bring down the landing gear. Oh my goodness. Oh, it does not want to fly right. It is such a mess. This plane is so messed up right now. Flying in a blizzard is apparently hard. Excessive speed on the taxi. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh boy, oh boy. That was something else. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I still have a lot to learn on using this controller and Flight Simulator and all that kind of good stuff. But this is a really neat controller and this really neat simulator. I gotta say, the graphics are very demanding on Flight Simulator 2024. I would not... Weak systems need not apply. DLSS does alright. There's definitely a lot of flickering. Sorry, Bam Bam, I bet you did. There's a lot of flickering. I'd have to try turning off DLSS to see what... You know what? Let's do it right now. Let's see how it looks with DLSS off. Let's do general, graphics, anti-aliasing. Whoa. Off. Let's just turn off anti-aliasing. And let's see how bad it runs. Resume. Yeah, okay. So the flickering is just part of the graphics. It's even worse, actually. It looks a lot worse. It looks quite a bit worse. The frame rate's lower, too. Understandably so. So let me... TAA is... Yeah, I mean... DLSS looks better. So I'm going to go back to that. And the super resolution is auto. We can try... DLAA is like... Destroy performance. But yeah, there's just... Yeah, the frame rate is horrible. But there's just shimmering. It's just the way this game looks. That is bad. Wow, I get like 10 frames per second. That does not look good, folks. Ultra performance, probably it's a little much. Let's try... Let's see what quality does. Yeah, it looks sharp. The snow looks good. There's some flickering around here. I'll probably have to just go back to auto like before, but... auto, yeah. So it's probably going to fix, like, or choose, like, performance or something like that. But, yeah, see, the shimmering's back. So one of the lower DLSS settings does that. Let's try balanced. Let's see what that does. Not DLAA. That's... I can't handle that. Let's try balanced. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. It's slight... Yeah, there's shimmering around here. Shimmering around there. Over here it's not as bad as before. So balanced is probably better. Oh, some of the shimmering is the engine, but all right, I guess that makes sense. That's a graphical effect, but yeah. The trees, you lose a lot of the edges and stuff like that, but interesting. All right, well, it's a decent looking game. It's not amazing, but I think each version of this has something going for it, I guess. Oh, it's frame generation. I don't really feel like I need that, but it's supposed to support it. Haha. That's funny, Bam Bam. Thanks. Um, yeah, pretty cool. Um, I'm bad at this. This one was harder for me for some reason than I expected. Modern. And I want to know what the options are. Okay, legacy, modern. Okay, so that's interesting. All right. Does support VR? We may have to stream that at some point. VR is really awesome, so we have to stream that at some point. Does it allow DLSS? Yeah, it does. All right. So that's cool. Yeah, really neat. So, a couple things we've learned from this experience so far. I will just going to go to the main menu. There's a lot to Flight Simulator. A lot. There is so much to it. Oh, packages transfer. Okay. You know, the funny thing is I went to my library. I downloaded a whole bunch of stuff, and I went to install it, but it's not letting me choose where to install it. So I want to go to select all, and it says not enough path on disk. But I have space on another drive, but it won't let me put it there. So I don't know what that's all about. So it could look better if I did that. I don't know. Right now it's streaming a whole bunch of stuff. Streamed is all this content, right? It's letting me install it, but it doesn't let me choose where to install it. So hopefully someday I can get that figured out. I'll have to look into it more. But, you know, pretty cool. Definitely a really neat experience. Flight Simulator is, you know, definitely high quality. And this controller is great. If you need, this might become like, if I wanted to fly with my gaming laptop, this is going with me for sure. I do have a proper flight stick and throttle that I would probably use for my desk. Most situations. But this is just so cool. Like, you still feel like you have, you know, some control, and it has a more, you know, realistic feel with toggles and levers and throttles, especially. Trim is such an important aspect of it. And I like this trim better than the one on my flight stick. This one feels better to use. Camera controls, you know, various things. This thing is so cool. So I love it. So thank you to what is it, Honeycomb, I think? Honeycomb Aeronautical. Just a funny name. But yeah, it's Honeycomb. For sending this to us to review, because I love it. I think it's amazing. And if you're a flight sim nut, far better than I am, not that matters. But if you're a better flight simmer than me, excuse me, it's getting late. Ugh. If you're a better flight simmer than me, you crash less than me, you love to fly, I definitely recommend this controller. It's supposed to support all modern flight sims. It only has built-in presets. Well, presets you can install with XML. So I actually had to install them. What I did is I went to controls, and then I created a profile, and then F18, and then I went like this, and I went to import, and then they give me options to import from the XMLs that I downloaded from them. So 2 engines. Single engine, 2 engine. I don't know. Max controls is. I don't know. So now we've got all assigned. And you can see we've got. Oh, that's wrong button. Assign. There we go. Flaps axis, trim. Oh, this is kind of cool. I should try this. Elevator trim, nose up and down. This looks like it's a good profile. Huh. Well, anyway, I'll have to mess around with this stuff, but yeah. I feel like I set these myself. So I don't know, whatever. The point is yeah, I already set these. This is nothing new. There's nothing new here. Anyway, I don't know. It didn't seem to work, but that's how you do it. And it's a little finicky, but I still had to specify per plane, and so there's definitely some massaging in there. But worst case, you can always just set every button manually. You can just say, you know what, I don't know what this does, so I'm gonna have this do this thing, and it'll do it. You know, you can do these pull knobs, which I still need to understand how they work, but it's got these switches on the bottom that I gotta, you know, one should probably be for parking brake. Probably this one. This one should be for landing gear, I think. And then, yeah, see, brake, probably here, gear. And I don't know what this one's good for, but it's got 2 toggle switches. And those should probably be set. And then, you know, the rest. I feel like this all the way down should be cut engine. Haven't figured out how to get to do that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I linked to the controller description. That's a good idea. We'll see what we can do with that. But yeah, so pretty amazing controller for an obviously incredible flight simulator. So I'll give you another good look at this. So take a good look at that crazy controller with some buttons on the top, rudders in the back, and toggles in the bottom. Never seen anything like it. It's pretty awesome. So, all right, well, that's enough for tonight, I think.